You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
हेलो हेलो तो है क्या मार्स क्या हाल चाल स्वाद ब्लॉग का एक और नए बढ़ते बढ़ते चमचमाते लाइव स्ट्रीम में भाई हमारा बंदा थोड़ा सा ज्यादा फुदक रहा है रुको ओके तो भाई बहुत दिनों के बाद हम कर रहे हैं लाइव स्ट्रीम
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
ओके तो बहुत टाइम के बाद हम लाइव स्ट्रीम को कर रहे हैं भाई और जैसे कि भाई आप देख सकते हो कि भाई हम यहाँ पे अजीब ही जगह पे आए मैं शायद से मैं वेट तो बता दो भाई कि अब जो क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ तो वो मैं इलोगा की क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ ये देखो स्टार ऑफ द ये टाइम वाला अपन मैंने बहुत मतलब मैंने बीच में थोड़ा सा ब्रेक ले लिया था अपने गेम से तो मुझे पता नहीं कि कौन कौन सी चीज़ें नई आई हैं इसमें पर ये देखो भाई यहाँ पे नहीं एक तो ये देखो मैं ये पूरा कर रहा था पर यहाँ पे एक क्वेस्ट है ये जो मुझे अभी पूरी करनी पड़ेगी ये स्टार ऑफ आउट ऑफ द टाइम चलो भाई यही पूरा करना है हमें पहले तो बाकी भाई ऊपर देख सकते हो भाई यहाँ पे क्या खतरनाक चीज़ है भाई तू वॉन्डर भाई तू चलो से चुप बैठना चलो भाई अगर कोई स्ट्रीम पर नया है तो भाई लाइक वगैरह कुछ करो लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दो अगर आप थोड़े से और ऐसे देखना चाहते हो लाइव स्ट्रीम के कंटेंट तो सब्सक्राइब तो करके रखो भाई बाकी हमें कहाँ पे जाना है भाई रुको यहाँ पे इस तरफ जाना भाई मैं इस तरफ तो आ रहा हूँ घूम के भाई बहुत दूर जाना है हमें मेरा कह रहा है ना यहाँ पे ऊपर कहाँ पे क्योंकि यहाँ पे जाना है भाई हमें चलो और दिस इज क्रेज टेंस कहाँ पे भाई लोगा finally Star Shaya Nikita has been looking all over for you Star Shaya Nikita wait please Nikita isn't that the same old guy who asked us to look for the silver lamp wick didn't he say he was just a regular luck wick oh my old pops he obviously probably just meant it as bit for fun we can talk about it later for now let's go update him okay भाई चलो ये लोगा देखते हैं भाई ये लोगा और इसका दादाजी क्या क्या चीजें यहाँ पे हो भाई बड़ा सा वो यहाँ पे रखा हुआ है हेलो ग्रैम्स वी आर बैक सेफ आई सी आवर थिंग्स एट Kimpumaki cliff you do a quick run down of what happened just as I thought it's clear as day even from here the pillar of Embla has fallen to the abyss and that undying fiend they call the professor that said it's been quiet for now I can only assume Miss Alia is fighting to keep it away okay? She's holding the line for us we must make the most of this window thanks to Flynn's and other preparations are nearly complete and now that the robot packed the spiral blade the air of their PK Raunas has भाई यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा मुश्किल वर्ड से भाई what's the air of therapy के Ronas is it another super powerful relic like the silver lamp pick and the spiral blade aha it surpasses them both centuries ago the torch forger lacked the strength to vanquish the undying fiend managing only to seal it beneath Kimpumaki cliff even so he did not waver together with the first Moonchander they placed on it in hope of a future victory. They forged this bow and arrow with the ancient craft, and so that the day came to end the undying fiend, it would be ready. Since then, it has been passed down through the generation of light keepers. Now, at last, the time has come for it to fulfill this destiny. Oh, that sounds amazing! What does it look like? Can we see it? You have seen it already, silly. In fact, we are inside it. What? You are not about to fire us off with it or something, right? This great mead hall was built to the house of Arrow, the arrow of the LP. भाई ये काफी मुश्किल वर्ड है भाई. And the spiral blade you retired from the arrowhead. It has been long missed. Once the spiral blade is set in place, the arrow will be ready to fire. This thing is a fireplace, though. Indeed, it is, but it also serves the mechanism that shapes the spiral blade into the arrowhead. We need to act before the cataclysm egg hatches. This bow and arrow have been passed down to the for this moment to end the threat once and for all. While you can prepare the shot, the undying blade will likely lash out one last time. Whatever comes in way, we will stop it. The launching of the arrow Terpica Kerunas in your hand. Okay. तो मैं देखता हूँ पहले कोई कमेंट वगैरह आया ही नहीं. ओके, कमेंट वगैरह तो नहीं आया अभी किसी का. और स्ट्रीम भी अच्छी चल रही है भाई. चलो, स्ट्रीम तो अच्छी चल रही है तो मैं तो ज़्यादा कुछ कहूँगा नहीं इस पे. आवाज़ तो मेरा ठीक से आ रहा है ना वैसे. बाकी कुछ तो यहाँ पे गड़बड़ नहीं लग रही मुझे स्ट्रीम में. ओके भाई, अगर कमेंट करेगा भाई तो मैं पढ़ लूँगा. चलो, हम अपनी क्वेस्ट पे ध्यान देते हैं. चलो, ओके भाई, हमने कुछ तो डाल दिया इसके अंदर. पिछली बार हमें एक स्वॉर्ड मिली थी ना, ये स्पाइरल ब्लेड. ओके भाई, कुछ तो कर दिया हमने भाई. ये अभी इसको शायद से खत्म करेंगे, मुझे पता नहीं. ये बॉक्सेस वगैरह को उसने वो कर दिया ना इसने. गो टू द प्लाजा. कि भाई चले प्लाजा की तरफ चलते हैं. ओ, ये क्या है भाई? हेलो, यू विल कीप द मॉन्स्टर एट बे फोकस. ओके भाई, चलो भाई चलते हैं वापस. ओ भाई, यहाँ पे बंदे आ चुके हैं. ओके, ऊपर भी बंदे दिख रहे हैं मुझे. अभी से क्रीचर्स है वो मेड इट फार. वी कैन अफोर्ड टू गेट बैक डाउन. कीप मूविंग. वो तो हमें जाना है क्या यहाँ से? ओके, मैं जाना है शायद से भाई. इन सबको लड़ने देते. हमारे दोस्त जो है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा पावरफुल है, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो कर ही लेंगे वो. ओके, सिंस ओ भाई, यहाँ पे बंदा आ चुका है. ले भाई, तू ये मारेंगे नहीं भाई बंदे. ओ भाई, ऐसे मारना है क्या इनको? ओके, ले. और कौन है भाई? तू ये ले. ले, और ला भाई, और ला. येलो भाई, लग रही भाई. चल ले भाई तू भी. ओके, और कौन है भाई? आ जाओ. ये तुम भी लो भाई. ओके, मर गया ना. एक्टिवेट द एम्पलीफायर. ओके, फिर से उड़ के जाना है हमें शायद से. कहाँ पे जाना है भाई? कैसे जाएंगे अब वहाँ पे? उड़ के जाएंगे क्या भाई? कहाँ पे गया भाई ये? ओ, ऊपर जाना है हमें. तो यहाँ पे है ना रास्ता भाई. चलो, ओके, पहुंच गए हम यहाँ पे. और यहाँ पे क्या करना है भाई हमें वैसे? ओके, यहाँ पे भी एक बंदा आ चुका है भाई. ले, इसको लग नहीं रहा भाई. ओके ओके, समझ गया. ऐसा करना है. ओके ओके, इसको हमने काउंटर अटैक करना है ना इसको. कहाँ पे का भाई ये? ओ, आ जाओ बंदो, मारो मारो मुझे. ओके भाई, हम काम तो अच्छा कर रहे हैं वैसे. ओ, आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ. ओह, एक बच गया भाई, एक बच गया. ले, मूव इट. ओके ओके, समझ गया सर. चलो, नीचे जाओगे क्या? हम हमसे नहीं बच पाओगे बउआ। ओके खाए ओ, मार भाई, चल एक और ले। भाग गया क्या फिर से? ओ इस तरफ इस तरफ। ओके भाई, हाँ हमने हारा दिया रिमेनिंग। ओके एक्टिवेट द रिमेनिंग एम्पलीफायर। मतलब चलो करते हैं भाई, कोई बात नहीं। ये दोनों बचे शायद सीन, इन दोनों को एम्पलीफाई करना है हमें। कैसे करेंगे? ओके अबे क्या रोबोट है क्या भाई यहाँ पे? ओ भाई, भाई अबे ये कैनन है कोई तो। अरे भाई साहब, अबे ट्रांसफॉर्मर बन गया भाई ये ले। तो वो तो कंट्रोल रूम, चलो भाई। म्यूजिक भी चेंज हो चुका है वैसे। चलो हमें अंदर चलना, चढ़ी क्यों रहा है इतना ऊपर? एक्टिवेट। मॉन्स्टर को पेलने का समय आ चुका है भाई। मार दो, तबाही मचा दो भाई। ओके ओहो, ओ भाई स्टार स्पाइरल ब्लेड पेल दो भाई जाके। उड़ दिया भाई, कमाल ही कर दिया। चलो बंदे ने। To get to be bed wheeled, the sky is open, and you still cling to that puny pretense of coverage as it matters. Yet, how am I still trapped here? Ah, I see. The sampo mill turns its face from me once more. Well, look who finally showed up. What an honor. Who's there? This form, Relia. Ah, there you are. I knew you were still alive. Now bend the Sampo Mill's power to my will. You will succeed with the sacred highest blood burning inside you. Those other three were laughable failures, but not you. No, you have always been my chosen one. Ha! He really thinks I'm Relia. So, the mad monk who could once talk his way out of anything can't even see straight now, huh? How ironic. Relia, do not waver. You haven't forgotten our dream, have you? Don't you want to claim the name and the place that were meant to be ours? Yours. Picture it. The Elysium of the shamed and forgotten, a place where the proud Fae noble sinks to their knees before you. And in the royal court of the place star, only I, another human, can make that vision of yours. And now I stand just one step from the starbound exit. When the Elysium beyond the heavens unfold upon this fold, all other will be swept aside, leaving only us, the chosen few, to inherit what remains. When that dawn comes, all the rot of this age will be washed away. Tell me, is that not the world you always hoped for? No. That was the failure, never his desire. And how could you still be peddling the same lie at a time like this? You were using him from the very start. Every promise, every lie, you spun them all to make him seize the sampo mill for you. And that Elysium you keep preaching about, it was only ever meant for you. Even his fall from rank, the path turned him into a thief. That was too a trap you devised alongside the Grand Duke Elvis, all of it. Okay, भाई प्रोफेसर की पोल खोल रहे बंदी। You might have called me Relia by mistake, but it suits me all the same. I carry his role and legacy, and the name Reed Miller is one I will take without hesitation. Utwangi, Mad Monk, Professor, Undying Serpent, your story ends here. I will end it in Reed Miller's name. ये भाई, इस बंदे ने खत्म कर दिया भाई इसको, बातों से ही मार दिया। चलो, we really did it. That undying fiend is well and truly buried. Okay, twice shall the undying serpent rise again. The thrice shall be struck down, and at least shall he be laid to rest by the heroes of sublunary sphere. Standing alongside the courageous Ratnagi, you defeat the professor at long last. For several days forward, you stay in the pyramida. भाई किरमाड़ा की याद आ रहे है भाई इसको इस वर्ड को लेके। गो टू द क्रेडिट मिलो भाई। तो फाइनली हम भाई हो गया भाई हम।
Time to act.
टॉक टू हीलो का। ओ भाई विक्ट्री फीस्ट। चलो भाई खतरनाक भाई। Hey, looks like we are right on time. This place is absolutely worthy. Everyone been hard at work these past few days. Now that things have finally settled down, we were able to find the moment to bring everyone together. It couldn't have been easy for you either. I only did what was expected of me, but if you hadn't stopped in a way when you did, I imagine things might have ended differently. Might have still won, but not without paying a steeper price. Come on, we are in here together, aren't we? No need to be so serious. Yeah, you are right. Oh, looks like Gramps is about to speak. Okay, bhai, बताओ. To all our comrades and kin, this isn't just a celebration. It's a moment to honor the struggle behind our dreams. Let us not forget, while we toast this victory, those who have gave everything to make it possible. With their blood, they fulfilled the vow we all once made. Everything's better. The Nightmare Orioles investigation squad, led by Iluga, took on what was perhaps the most perilous assignment of all. Notably, Peace and his companions stepped forward without hesitation in this time of crisis and stood with us, playing a vital role in the operation's success. They braved every danger, pressed on through the storm, and carved a path of victory and depths of despair. The legacy of their deeds and of all who fought for their lives, and yet those to come, will be written in history, never to fade. Yes, we were victorious. The victory came at a heavy price, yes, and we may pause to mourn, to remember the fallen, but we must not be broken by grief. The future we fought for is within reach, and we carry the fire of those who lead the way before us. Their light must keep shining, and so we must press on. But today, let us raise our glasses to victory, to brave souls whose courage will never be forgotten, and to the future we owe to protect. ये भाई काफी ज्यादा खतरनाक वाली इसने स्पीच दे दी है। रोला की छोड़ेगा भाई बंदा ये शायद से। चलो कोई ना, अब हम भाई अपना काम ठीक से करते हैं फिर से एक बार। ये पहले बोलो, अभी बात मत कर यार। Good work everyone, let's set our duties aside for now. Let's well, okay? तुम्हारा भाई कुछ नहीं जाता। चलो निकिता से बात नहीं करेंगे भाई। इसका नाम ऐसा क्यों है भाई, निकिता? कि ये ले लो भाई सिल्वर सॉर्ड, इसको भी खोलो। चलो हम इससे भाई हमने बात हो चुकी है, हमने काफी सारा काम खत्म कर दिया है लगभग। अब वो देखते भाई हमारा कितना ज्यादा वो ओके यहाँ पे। और 100 हमें जो है अभी भाई 60% और 80% पे पूरा करना पड़ेगा इसकी एक्सप्लोरेशन। फिर हमें और 100 करके मिलेंगे ना। चलो भाई
Add Astra.
अबे नहीं यहाँ पे नहीं।
Add Astra. Thank you for.
ओके
Add Astra Abyssal.
स्पेस करो भाई।
Add Astra.
कहते हैं कि भाई लगे पड़े भाई यहाँ पे। ओके अब ये क्या भाई, इसको क्या करना है, हमें मारना है क्या? चलो पता नहीं मुझे क्या करना है ये। एन एक्सपेक्शनली लार्ज मैंड्रागोरा like any projects through an extent. ओके भाई क्या करना है हमें? डिफीट लोकल लेजेंड है। ओके डिफीट द मैटर व्हेन इट फॉल्स टू द ग्राउंड व्हेन द फर्स्ट टाइम क्लियर ऑल द वेगन स्पोर्ट्स बिफोर दे मर्ज। ओके पर इसको हराना कैसे है हमें? चलो, जैसे इसको हराने के बाद हमें प्रिमोजम्स वगैरह मिलेंगे, उसको किस तरह से हम हराते हैं वो भी तो काउंट होगा। और उससे पहले भाई मेरे कुछ चीजें हैं जो कि करनी है अभी। जैसे कि अभी मैंने हमारे पास देखो भाई प्रिमोजम अपना ये कितना है रीजन, तो ये रीजन को हमें वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, मतलब यूज करना पड़ेगा कहीं पे तो। और मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि भाई हमारे वॉन्डर के लिए ना उसका थोड़ा सा काम कर देते हैं हम ये। चलो, क्योंकि वैसे भी मुझे पता नहीं हम कहाँ पे वो यूज करने वाले हैं, तो भाई हम वॉन्डर के ऊपर ही यूज करते हैं उसको, क्योंकि मुझे भाई वॉन्डर के लिए क्योंकि भाई वॉन्डर के लिए हमारे पास एक सेट नहीं है अच्छा वाला। ये देखो खराब सेट है भाई, ये अच्छा सेट नहीं है देखो। क्रिट डैमेज चाहिए हमें पर वो नहीं है अभी यहाँ पे। तो भाई क्रिट डैमेज के लिए हमें थोड़ा सा ज्यादा अच्छा वो चाहिए, क्या कहते हैं भाई उसको। भाई मैं एक चीज भूल गया भाई, ये तो को मैं इसको भी बिल्ड करना है, क्या नाम है इसका, ये देखो फारोजान। इसको मैंने अभी बिल्ड नहीं किया है, ये देखो इसको भी बिल्ड करना पड़ेगा भाई। इसको हराना है ना मैट्रिक्स पहले को। अबे फीचर भी नहीं है कि ओके ओके ओके, समझ गया सर, समझ गया। एक काम करते हैं यहाँ से बाहर निकलते भाई, पहले भाई फारोजन का काम पूरा करते हैं फिर यहाँ पे आएंगे वापस। वॉन्डर को फिर कभी देखेंगे, पहले फारोजन को हम बिल्ड करते रखो। फारोजन इसको कि यहाँ पे इसको हराना है क्या, चलो भाई कोई बात नहीं। भाई टीम में एक हीलर चाहिए भाई हमें। और भाई रुको रुको, हीलर से भी अच्छा ये मतलब हीलर से भी एक बड़ी चीज जो कि मुझे चाहिए वो भाई, मेरे पास वो खत्म हो चुका है भाई। क्या मतलब भाई रिवाइव खत्म हो चुका है भाई, रिवाइव आइटम नहीं है मेरे पास, तो वो थोड़ी सी मुश्किल हो जाएगी। देखते हो कमेंट कोई आएगा, देखते हो को। क्योंकि कमेंट तो नहीं है, चलो कोई ना, चलते हैं हमारा काम करते हैं भाई।
Body and mind. Know my sword.
आजा भाई, ओके
Get them.
ले।
Eat this. Show no mercy. You two. Time to.
Swollen fury. Upon the gate. Cry louder.
ये भाई
Time to act. Act, frying pan. Into the fire. Race it. Fulfill our pact. Body and mind.
Behold. Upon the gale. Upon the gale.
यूज इलेक्ट्रो टू हिट द अपन। अरे भाई इलेक्ट्रो तो नहीं है मेरे पास, अबे यार।
Show no mercy.
तो वो ये करते भाई पहले।
Eat Laline. Eat Papa. Let me weave you a verse.
Swollen fury.
अबे भाई ये चला गया ना, ये भाई गलत सीन कर दिया भाई इसने।
Wretched vermin.
मैं यार मेरे पास नहीं है ना, पर ये क्या करूंगा मैं इसका।
Get to work. Nice and spicy. Know my sword. Eat this. You two. Time to end. Ring cutter.
Behold.
तो भाई 3 मिल गए हमें, थोड़ा सा दूर रुक थोड़ा दूर रुकते हैं भाई। टीम को बदल लेते हैं हमारी, कि इसके लिए भाई राइडन लगने वाले हैं, हमें राइडन को बुला लेते हैं।
Want me to come along?
Wind strike. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. Clouds high. The birds call.
Grow, grow, grow! Temple of Wisdom! Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
The show begins!
ओके भाई, थोड़ा सा और हील कर देते रुको भाई बंदों को। चलते भाई एक और बार।
Let my name echo in song!
There is no escape.
Make yourself a room!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my Inazuma shines eternal.
चलो भाई पेल दो इसको।
Shine down.
Time to shine!
As one with wind and cloud.
Committed to memory, sharing my knowledge!
There is no escape.
अबे भाई लग रहा है भाई इसको।
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
मर भाई। ओके भाई, 80,000 का डैमेज, 80,000 की शोध भाई। अच्छा खासा सेट नहीं मिल रहा है मुझे, मेरे ट्रेवलर के लिए एक अच्छा खासा सेट पाइए भाई चाहिए भाई, पर मिल नहीं रहा। चलो अबे समझ कर भाई, हेल्प कर
How brilliant!
भाई। फूरिना का सिर्फ यही इशू है भाई कि बार बार हील करना पड़ता है हमें। चलो
Let the world collide!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Make yourself a room!
There is no escape.
ओके ओके, मार 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 भाई, मार ना। अबे भाई ये बंदी तो ना। अबे यार चले, तो मेरे पास हील भी नहीं है। चलो ये मुझे लगा ही था भाई, यही यही होगा भाई, मुझे पता ही था। हील नहीं है तो मुश्किल होगी थोड़ी सी।
Sharing my knowledge!
इसको मारना भाई थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो सकता है मेरे लिए, कि अब हील तो नहीं है मेरे पास।
Adorn my night.
मारो तो थोड़ा मुश्किल होने वाला है।
Let my name echo in song!
थोड़ा सा दूर ही रहना पड़ेगा भाई मुझे।
Make yourself a room!
अबे भाई ये भी मर गया।
Regrets.
अरे रुको भाई, थोड़ा थोड़ा हील करो, थोड़ा हील करो उसको। ये अपने आप ही मार रही है क्या भाई?
I see everything!
ओ भाई लग गए लग गए लग गए लग गए, प्यार से प्यार से भाई, प्यार से।
Hey!
ओ भाई
This may turn a little.
मारो मारो भाई, मारो भाई उसको, मारो तो।
Wisdom!
थोड़ा सा बचा है भाई। ओके भाई मर गया भाई, हमारे दोनों भी बंदे मर गए। डीपीएस वो भी अच्छे वाले। चलो कितना बचा है अभी? 32 ना, अब मैं नहीं कर सकता ये, तो इसको यहाँ पे लेके चलो। ओके
What a wild and desolate sight! Allow me to grant you.
भाई ये बंदे बहुत ज्यादा बोलती है भाई। ओ ओके, बोला भी वो शिंचो भाई, चलो अच्छा हो भाई शिंचो। शिंचो मेरा भाई, हमें प्यारा शिंचो भी। थैंक यू फॉर द शिंचो। एड्रेस बढ़ा दिया हमने, चलो असेंड करते हैं भाई इसको। ये लगने वाला है ना, इसको मारना पड़ेगा। चलो फिर मारेंगे कभी, अभी तो हम नहीं मारेंगे। चलो फिलहाल तो अब देखते हैं भाई। हमारा ये पूरा हुआ, ओके पूरा हो चुका है, हमें मिल चुका है। चलो भाई हम क्वेस्ट करते हैं अभी, क्योंकि ना अभी कुछ करने के लिए नहीं है हमारे पास, तो यही करते हैं। चलो वैसे मुझे भाई रिवाइवल फूड बनाना पड़ेगा, मेरे पास रिवाइव करने वाला फूड नहीं है। तो रिवाइवल फूड बनाने के लिए हमें यहाँ पे जाना पड़ेगा पहले तो, क्योंकि मुझे लिविया बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है, क्योंकि करीब में ही मेरे वो सब कुछ चीजें हैं। ये देखो यहाँ पे ये क्राफ्ट करने के लिए, और यहाँ पे भाई फूड बनाने के लिए। चलो अब बनाना है हमें वो रिवाइवल वाला फूड। ये ना एक वाला एक रोल तो करो। इसको भी करते हैं हम। कितने बनेंगे भाई यहाँ पे? 16 बनते। चलो और कौन सा है रिवाइव करने वाला फूड? ये किसे बनाएंगे हम? ये क्या है भाई हमारे लिए? राइस। राइस लेना पड़ेगा भाई। सिंपल वाला कौन सा है? मुझे सिंपल वाला चाहिए वैसे। ये क्या है? रॉ मीट फ्लोर। रॉ मीट और फ्लोर, क्या इससे क्या मिलेगा हमें? रॉ मीट और फ्लोर ना, रॉ मीट फ्लोर। फ्लोर मिल रहा है इससे। 10 खरीद लीजिए। चलो रॉ मीट रॉ मीट रॉ मीट रॉ मीट तो नहीं है भाई, जूलियन चिली है इसके पास, ये ले लेते हैं हम। रॉ मीट नहीं है भाई इसके पास, बंदे के पास। चलो रॉ मीट के लिए हमें कुत्तों को वगैरह मारना पड़ेगा। कुत्तों मतलब सॉरी, कुत्ता कह रहा हूँ मैं। हमें पंचे वगैरह को मारना पड़ेगा क्या? कुत्ते यहाँ पे कुत्ते होते हैं ना, क्या हो सके भाई? डॉगीज वगैरह। ओके यहाँ पे इसके पास नहीं है भाई रॉ मीट। अब इसके पास ये है ना, ये 50 ले लेते रहो। और राइस, ये और राइस चाहिए हमें, ये भी 50 ले लेते हैं। तो क्या अब हमारा अच्छा खासा फूड बन जाएगा। ये है ना श्रिम्प वाला। अब एक मेन्यू पहले नए नई डिशें बढ़ती चाहे ऐसी है। चलो करो भाई, फिर कोई ना। अबे सभी है क्या? मुझे लगा फिर से वो आएगा। चलो क्या करते हैं भाई? 20 ऑटो कुक। चलो अब शायद से हमारे पास अच्छा खासा माल हो चुका है, जहाँ पे हमें रिवाइव हो सकते हैं हमें फिर से। तो ये क्या हुआ भाई मिला मुझे? ये क्या है भाई? मुझे क्या मिला भाई नया? ओहो, एरो ऑफ द टेपो हो गई। ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे। चलो कोई ना। चलते हैं भाई हमारे क्वेस्ट की तरफ। यहाँ पे एक क्वेस्ट हमें करनी है। ये इस तरफ भाई। मीटिंग रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट क्या है भाई ये? चलो कर देते भाई रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट। देखते भाई क्या चीज है। हेलो। ओ क्वेस्ट खत्म होने के लिए ये शायद से स्टार्ट करो। ये आइटम मिला हमें, ये कम। चलो कोई ना, ले लेते 50 लगे था। हम वो भी बना देते हमारा ये वेट। चलो हमारे पास कितने बाइक कमी हुए? 3 है भाई। हमें और भी ज्यादा लगने वाले वैसे। चलते हम हमारी क्वेस्ट की तरफ, ज्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते, डायरेक्टली क्वेस्ट करते हैं। ओके चलते भाई अंदर। हेलो, अभी जाना कहाँ पे है? मैं नीचे। हेलो।
Hey, why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive.
अबे
Seems
ये
even Paimon has her moments. Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
कौन सी क्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं भाई हम?
Intuition? Where are you going with this.
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How could you say that? Although he did seem a little on the serious side today, but Goro's a good guy.
Good people can be deceptive, too. After all, everyone has their secrets. Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sanganamiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island, yet I had never seen General Goro even once. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks he's more capable.
Really? Huh.
Okay, bye.
Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on Rito will yield no result.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor.
भाई मुझे ये
behind
स्टोरी
my
वाली
reasoning.
क्वेस्ट पसंद नहीं है
You
भाई,
may
ये
not
क्या है?
believe me. I sense something.
Something special?
Yes.
भाई हेलो,
It's not
जल्दी
that
करो भाई,
simple. I can't sure.
मेरा दिमाग खराब हो रहा है भाई.
It's simple. Bingo. There's no.
चलो ये क्वेश्चन मुझे नहीं करनी भाई. अबे पूरी हो गई क्या? अबे नहीं. तो ट्रैप मुझे हैंगआउट, ओके भाई ये हैंगआउट वाली क्वेस्ट है, ये मुझे पूरी करने नहीं थी वैसे. हम करते हैं भाई नॉर्मल वाली क्वेस्ट जहाँ पे हम, चलो रुको,
All the world
ये कौन सी क्वेस्ट है ये? एक्सेप्ट क्वेस्ट.
Oh,
story
traveler
quest.
from beyond this world.
अबे
Will you witness this tale unfold?
ये भाई जादुई आवाज कहाँ से आया भाई? ओके चलो यहाँ पे हमें जाना है वैसे. चलते हैं, चलो कोई बात नहीं. मेरे को स्टोरी क्वेस्ट बिल्कुल पसंद है भाई, उसमें सिर्फ बातें करो ऐसी बातें.
You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression. Anywho,
भाई ओके भाई ये इसको खुद को समझते क्या भाई ये बंदी? इसको लगता है भाई कोई समझ नहीं आया भाई इसकी आवाज को. वैसे समझ में नहीं बताओ पर फिर भी.
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
Oh, recollection. The current story seems to be related with your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review the experience? ठीक है सर जी. ड्यूरिंग के पास्ट के बारे में बता रही है. After receiving a strange fairy tale book, you and your Paimon arrival at a wondrous world named Simulanka. There you experienced adventure with your companion. Eventually, you discovered that the world has created based on the fairy tale written by the mage Yam. You also rescued the little dragon named Durin. That world, many Durin made friends with you and promising you to aid at some point in the future when you should need it. Okay. Once yearly Wild Bloom festival had come around again, so you and your Paimon set out all together to Mondstadt once more. But strange things kept happening. First, you found the residents behaving weirdly. Then, Albedo was accused of murder concerning for your friend. The two of you accepted the invitation to join the investigation. After much investigate the work, you uncovered the truth, and the culprit was none other than the dragon that fell into the snowy mountains. Learning of Albedo's existence, the dragon and fellow creation of Daughter grew intensely jealous. It then began plotting in secret to destroy him. All together, you brought the immediate danger to an end, only to see even greater threat surface. The dragon's plan during was about to revive and bring disaster to the monster. Fortunately, Albedo was prepared with the plan, and your friend from the fairy tale would also arrive the monster to exist. In the end, through the combined effort of you and Albedo and Durin, the dragon bearing the same name was reborn in the fallen one's place, and the crisis was finally brought to an end. ओके अल्बेदो यहाँ इस बंदे से अल्बेदो तैयार हुआ था. अबे वो अल्बेदो नहीं क्या है, डोरिन, मिनी डोरिन से डोरिन तैयार हुआ.
I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or
चलो भाई
encouragement.
चलते हैं. पहले रुको मैं कमेंट बॉक्स में एक बार देख लेता
Cost of
हूँ.
your actions? Ask away.
while I am playing, maybe I will read it. अब यहाँ पे ना हम कुछ लिख देते हैं. ओके ऐसा. और इस कमेंट को भाई मैं पिन कर देता हूँ जिससे कि लोग देख पाए. ओके, ड्रॉप अ कमेंट व्हाइल आई एम. अब भाई ये निकलना तो भाई ड्रॉप अ कमेंट व्हाइल आई एम प्लेइंग, मे बी आई विल रीड इट. ओके, तो मैंने ये कर दिया भाई, पिन कर दिया है. तो गाइज जब जो नए लोग ज्वाइन होंगे तो देख लेना उसको.
Are you running away?
ओके भाई, यहाँ पे कुछ गलती हो चुका है भाई, बंदे मर चुके हैं. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है भाई? डेवरिन कुछ तबाह बचा रहा है भाई अभी.
Oh, it's Durin.
ओ इट्स डेवरिन. भाई अभी इसने घेर लिया इसको भाई. क्या हुआ बंदे?
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good.
Okay,
We
bye.
got worse.
Is the abyssal power is acting
No,
up.
don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
जब मैं
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
भाई एलिस छुपने बैठी की शायद से.
she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
अबे डोरेन की मॉम तुमने नहीं किया.
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
अबे भाई फिर से उस स्टोरी टेलिंग वाले वर्ल्ड में चले जाएंगे क्या? वैसे भाई इसका जो आवाज है ना भाई मिनी ड्यूरिंग का काफी ज्यादा मुझे पसंद है क्योंकि उसका आवाज काफी ज्यादा अच्छा उन्होंने दिया हुआ है. तो अच्छा है भाई. चलो भाई ओपन करते हैं, देखते हैं अंदर क्या मामला पानी छुपा हुआ है. द डे दैट द राइटर एंड द वॉचर क्रॉसेस पाथ. ओके ओके, हम फिर से जैसे उसी दुनिया में आ चुके हैं.
What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after all.
ओके एलिस, समझ गए हम.
Aha! So it is Alice.
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
भाई ये कुछ करने वाले बंदे भाई दिमाग के दही करेंगे हम हमारी. It's a book we just saw.
This is your mother's dying wish.
अबे
My mother's dying wish was a book?
भाई पर इसकी
Let me
मदर
answer that with a
मरी कैसे भाई?
What do you
वो तो मेज है ना,
suppose would be a
मेज है क्या?
writer's greatest regret?
तू मरी कब भाई?
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I have but I am not sure कि वो रोटेट होता है.
That's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. M was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh,
Okay, bhai.
it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
Okay, बात तो सही है भाई.
All is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She
Abe.
made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And
वो
I guess
छुपा रहे भाई ये.
resolving the regret means
कुछ तो छुपा रहे भाई
finishing
ये.
the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh,
Okay, bye. Fine, we will do with the breadcrumbs. It's hardly the first time you have strung along.
Just
Okay.
think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I
Okay, madam.
understand.
समझ गए हो?
I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
So that's why we are here. We're happy to help.
If
Okay.
it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Oh,
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book.
okay, इसका मतलब हमें बुक के अंदर जाना पड़ेगा.
Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secret.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
Okay, भाई ये क्या?
And this?
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it. It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So, we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Okay, and we are here to help.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
Where we find you?
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
भाई स्टोरी के अंदर जा रहे हैं हम. Was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born. Okay, वापस से हम शायद से उसी जगह पे. Okay, नहीं भाई, हम
Here we are again.
हमारी दुनिया में आ चुके हैं.
Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Just take a look at this book.
Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues.
A
corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream, of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously, it's Monstead Library.
Might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes...
Still, I feel bad about
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so...
ओके चलो फाइनल भाई ऑफिशियली हमारी ये क्वेस्ट शुरू हो चुकी है मैजिक स्टोरी क्या नाम था भाई इसका मैजिक नोन एज द स्टोरी टेलिंग ओके अबे भाई ये बंद ही क्यों है भाई यहाँ पे लोकेशन इज करंटली बीइंग यूज्ड बाय अनदर क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट द क्वेस्ट और एनेबल ओके भाई फोकस मोड करते हैं भाई यहाँ पे हाँ तो मैं क्यों दूसरी क्वेस्ट को स्टार्ट करूँ मैं भाई चलो चलते हैं भाई डायरेक्टली अब जहाँ पे हमें जाना है चलो चलो मोनस्टर लाइब्रेरी में डोरन की माँ की जो स्टोरी थी भाई वो पूरा करते हैं हम
Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
It's been a while. It feels like we were here just yesterday.
So
Hey, bhai.
we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh,
Hey, bhai, Lisa.
sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa.
और
I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other. So I suppose I can let it slide just this one. Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him. So I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
भाई ये बात भी सही है चलो
Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason.
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh?
ओके भाई विच की बुक हमने लिसा को दिखा दी है पता नहीं क्या करें भाई कुछ ना कुछ तो ढूंढ ही लेंगे भाई आंसर
Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
भाई वही
According
बुक
to
से
the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
ओके बुक्स को हमें ट्रैक डाउन करना पड़ेगा ये ले लो
Oh, wait! To shouldn't be here? We better show it to Lisa.
ये बुक ले ली हमने। और कौन सी बुक? ओके भाई, ये बुक हमें दिखानी पड़ेगी ना। यहाँ से भी एक ले लेते बुक।
Second strongest spell in existence. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious, huh? There's definitely something fishy about this one.
ओके, ये भी ले ली, ये भी ले लो।
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's after all.
ओके, ये भी ले लिया हमने। एक और यहाँ पे भी एक है, ये भी ले लेते हैं भाई।
Experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
ओके, ये भी ले लिया हमने। और कुछ बचे है क्या? देखते भाई इस तरफ। ओके, इस तरफ कुछ नहीं है। यहाँ पे एक बुक दिख रही है भाई, यहाँ पे एक देख लेते
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes it.
ओके, हमने सारी बुक्स ले ली हैं। हम इस लिसा को फिर दिखाना बाकी है। चलो।
Well, did you manage to find them?
यस मैडम, ये ले लो मेरी वाली।
This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
अरे भाई, इसको दिखाना है क्या अभी? और एक को बुक है तो 1 2 3 4 5 अभी 5 बुक्स है भाई।
Extraordinary. And certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around.
बहुत सारा लेक्चर देने वाले भाई ये।
Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them?
ये भी लो भाई।
This is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued. But in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
You're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspot.
Well, the
Yes.
poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well,
Okay.
would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, Paimon thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying...
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
भाई कौन सा हार्ड वर्क भाई, सब तो बुक्स हमने लेके आए भाई, ये तो पढ़ने की काम करे.
Gathered all the reference books. What's next?
ओके, देखते हैं बुक्स को पढ़ के भाई रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टेक्स्ट क्या है. Ooh. Enter the world within the books. Okay, sir. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of the story lie. Birth. Okay.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake.
Okay.
Bravely did the people resist, until at last the dragon lay slain.
Okay.
Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf.
Okay.
For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
What should we use to do adorn this cradle? Wisp of wooden air? Rise of. अबे भाई अब ये मुझे पता भी नहीं है ना इन दोनों का मतलब क्या है. चलो पहले वाला कर देते हैं हम.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Okay. फिर
Whoa! We're actually inside the story.
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
that was the opening we just heard. Sound like the story is about Yuri.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we
Yeah,
just
brother.
see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
चलो भाई देखते हैं भाई यहाँ पे
And now,
Miss
a
Yam खड़ी है.
golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Sound like the story even has its own narrator.
But why does it sound so familiar?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Just one more suggestion for now.
I
Okay, चलो भाई. Explore the surroundings. ओ भाई ये क्या हुआ? अरे भाई वैसे ही पावरफुल है बंदा भाई. ऑब्जर्व.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all.
This is my story, isn't it?
यस भाई लगती तो ऐसा ही है.
How are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Okay, I'll see what I.
भाई पर ये तो ऐसा हुआ कि भाई ड्यूरिन जो है वो खुद को ही पैदा कर रहा है. इसका मतलब देखो भाई ये जो है वो ड्यूरिन का है भाई, राइट? मतलब इस एक से भाई ड्यूरिन बाहर आएगा और ड्यूरिन ही उसको आग दे रहा है. मतलब भाई समझ रहे हो ना? After during religious his elemental skill by the reform, convergence and the division, both his elemental skill and normal attack will be converted into special forms, casting the special elemental skill transpolation. Confirmation of purity will turn his next elemental burst into principle of purity as the light shifts, manifesting his power into form of dragon of flame. Casting a special normal attack, Transpolation, Daniel of Darkness, will turn his next elemental burst into Principle of Darkness as the Stark's Molder, manifesting his power in the form of Dragon of Dark Decay. Okay, समझ गया सर.
Here and play. I mean, take a stroll. I won't go too far.
Use the film to help or later. Okay, समझ गया. क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ क्या भाई? वैसे हम इसको भी यूज कर सकते हैं वैसे. कुछ हुआ क्या? बस को यूज करना पड़ेगा.
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime.
कुछ हो रहा है क्या भाई? इसको कुछ हो भी रहा है भाई. Talk to Durin.
At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so. Just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved. And you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew.
भाई बात तो सही है.
For bringing me into this world.
अरे भाई इमोशनल कर रहा है बंदा ये.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Their witch once spent a sleepless night and all bring to forth a dragon yet. Okay, wrong it.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
Yes, so it's during story after all, or at least the window of its past.
But why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
There will be some clues in the following chapters.
Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
ओके भाई डोडो को एलआई से के शायद से ये
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so
ए भाई
even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
बात तो सही है भाई यस नाउ द गुड टाइम टू एंड ओके भाई भूख लगी है भाई इसको
Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt.
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
ओके भाई चलते हैं भाई अब वो जो क्वेस्ट है तो कब पूरी हुई है पता नहीं वेट फॉर द बुक टू रिवील हिंट्स फॉर द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर भाई कभी कब ये भाई होगी स्टेप्स बैक इनटू द हिस्ट्री ओके अबे भाई वो अब हमें पता कैसे चलेगा रुको The book gives no hints for now. You decide to rest for a while. Next chapter unlocks it. अबे भाई रियल टाइम के 3 टास्क क्या भाई रियल टाइम के 3 घंटे चलो भाई फिर तो हम कुछ अलग कर लेते भाई इसको अभी करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाएगा फिर तो ये क्वेस्ट कर लेंगे हम ये वाली ये क्वेस्ट करते फिर तो भाई क्योंकि अब तो इसको टाइम लगेगा ना होने के लिए भाई फालतू में फिर हम भाई वैसे बात तो भाई ठीक है कि चलो 3 घंटे क्यों ना ऊपर कर लेंगे हम कोई बात नहीं अब ये पहले कर लेते भाई लुक फॉर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स इन्वेस्टिगेट द थंडर क्लैप रीफ क्या भाई हमें इस जगह को थोड़ा सा देखना है पता नहीं यहाँ पे क्या है पर देख लेते भाई हम यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं नीचे ही जाना पड़ेगा शायद से हमें इस तरफ इसके अंदर मुझे जाना है पर भाई मैं जा नहीं पा रहा हूँ पता नहीं क्यों ओके नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ इसके अंदर यहाँ पे भाई कुछ जगह है ओके भाई हेलो ओए भाई कुछ करना भाई कुछ ये दोनों कुछ कह भी नहीं रहे हैं ना यहाँ पे हमें जाना कहाँ पे वैसे हम सब देख रहे थे भाई यहाँ पे वहां पे कहीं पे तो क्योंकि नीचे की तरफ
Is this really necessary?
रास्ता तो खोल रहा है वैसे नहीं भाई चलो इस तरफ जाके देखते हैं भाई पता नहीं क्या खुलेगा पर कोई बात नहीं चलो ओके पता नहीं कहाँ पे हम आ चुके पर ये देखो भाई, यहाँ पे बंदी खड़ी है एक। इससे बात नहीं कर सकते शायद से हम। हेलो, मैं इसका नाम भी नहीं दिखा रहे ना। इसके अंदर भी नहीं जा पा रहा भाई, अब चल क्या रहा है भाई। भाई चलो अंदर जाओ ना। इन्वेस्टिगेट करो तो कह रहा है भाई ये, पर इन्वेस्टिगेट करूँ क्या? ओ, कहीं पे आ गए भाई हम। व्हाट्स दैट ओवर देयर? ओके भाई, अभी हमें अंदर जाना है ना। ओके, तभी मैं सोचू कि भाई कुछ गलत ही हो रहा है यहाँ पे। अरे अब भाई शुरू हुई ना क्वेस्ट भाई, तभी मैं सोचू भाई ये बंदी कौन है। Krakatri, you are back already. That's weird. You didn't collect the fragment, so why are you here so soon? Oh, hello. I'm sorry, please let me explain. There is a real good reason I'm dressed like this. It's not heresy or anything. I swear. Okay, bye. Oh, Paimon hasn't even said anything yet. Oh. You're just an adventurer from outside. By the moon goddess silken locks. I thought you were. Wait a second, why are you dressed like that? And acting like it's totally normal to boot? Well, it's my favorite outfit. Wait, you must be. You are the one. The moon maiden holds dear. Talented beyond belief and totally unfazed, even with all the Kovaki turbulence. About that, well, Paimon thinks we can just skip over the details, but seriously, why are you dressed like that? What are you doing here? And what even is Kovaki turbulence? Oh, pardon my rudeness. I am she who survived the first moon, born of the tides and bearer of the high priestess mental beneath the moon's silver gaze. In the sublunary sphere, I am known as Vernadska. कि भाई इसके नाम भाई खतरनाक नाम है भाई। Verna इसका नाम है, चलो। But you two can just call me Verna. I am currently on a very secret mission to restore the balance with the Kuvaki here. So if I may, how should I address you both? In the sublunary space, I am known as Space. Okay, bye. Copying the way she talks, really fine. Ahem. In the sublunary sphere, Paimon is Paimon. Oh, that was super embarrassing. And wait, you mentioned you are on the secret mission. It's not a very secret if you just tell us immediately, is it? And calling yourself a high priestess while dressed like that, you ain't fooling anyone, miss. And you can't judge a book by its cover, it wears. Yes, we too have had scammers parading around Nasha town in Frost Moon robes they clearly found somewhere. Oh, I know, the demonstration of our ancestors' blessing should convince you of my identity. Bear witness here. Oh, the Kuvaki power is intense. Paimon, run, I will cover you. Okay, bye. Wait, seriously, please? Are you okay? Hey, don't mess around, would ya? Nothing happened. Oops, I forgot this outfit watch of the Kuvaki. Hang on, I will take it off and try again. Oh, but with the turbulence of foot, I might get a little nosebleed with my suit. Well, since it won't take long, I guess I will be fine. Okay, first I will undo this strap here. Wait, no need to go that far. We will believe in you. Just keep the outfit on. Okay, bye. Great. Does that mean you two would be willing to help me with my mission? Please, and did Paimon pass out for a minute or two? Why is she suddenly asking us about the promise we have never made about? Heard about, sorry. She gotta be fake. Paimon, show off it. Okay, bye. I told you I'm not faking. Forget it. Let's put my identity aside for now. Let's say, like we say, small ships sink big ships. If we leave the Kovaki turbulence alone, we will have a catastrophe on our hands before long. Then you should get more people to help. Unfortunately, I can't. The others don't have my level of resistance. If I call in backup, they will be dealing with much worse than a simple nosebleed. That's why having helpers like you two show up is a rare stroke of luck. Okay, alright, fine. We are adventurous and we don't say no to folks in need. Even if you seem a little bit unreliable, but even Paimon can tell there is something definitely off here. Maybe we can help. Excuse me, I will have you know I am the most reliable priestess there is. and you two seem even more reliable. So I will share the super duper reliable foolproof plan with you. Let's cut to the case. Uh, those two rotating boulders are the cause of this Kuwait turbulence. Okay, भाई ये दो boulder ना ever since the time of the first moon chanter, Lady Ayla, the Kuwaki in Thunderclap Reef has always been unstable, but things have gotten worse since those two rocks fell from the sky. Okay, as the scripture says, O Moon Maiden, even the immutable laws set by the dread of Seven of the firmament shall bend to our song, and when the tides of the time and heaven's sign will. What was the next line again? Oh well, I'm sure you get the idea. Paimon gets the idea that you are super unreliable. Okay, come on. Forgetting one little verse in prayer doesn't make me the bad priestess. Besides, we are not counting on prayers to fix this, we are using science. Based on my calculations, these two stones are filled with the powerful Kovaki energies, which is why the balance here is particularly messed up. The solution is simple. We are going to fight fire with fire. If we use other Kovaki charged fragments and hit those boulders at precise angles, we will be able to counteract the disruption and calm the turbulence Kovaki down. An exquisite plan, truly. Right? See, this is why the Moon Maiden favors you, PC. You got a sharp eye for genius, okay, bye. Paimon doesn't really get the whole calculating and analyzing, but Paimon's not sure she can trust anything you say. Okay, bye. Well, we won't know unless we try. But there is a problem. Kraka V and Kraka 5 and Kraka 7, who went looking for the stone fragment, still haven't come back. 5 and 7. Now that you say that, Paimon does remember you mentioning Kraka 3, was it? Yes, that's right. Kraka 5 and 7, its successor models. These little fellas are amazing helpers. If only the original Kraka 1 was still around. Well, that's a long story for another time. I wish I could go find them myself, but my nose started bleeding like crazy after I took a few steps in. And that's where we need to step in, right? Oh my Paimon, you are just as warm and kind as you look. Thank you so much for volunteering to help me. Paimon's not doing this just for you. This is for everyone's sake. Wait, why would Paimon say something like that? In a case, everything will be okay as long as we help find Krakas 5 and 7 and the stone fragments, right? Yes, and once you have collected the stone fragments, just toss them into those two large stones. That's the beauty of proper scientific solution. It works no matter who tries it. Alright, my ever reliable peace and Paimon, I will counting on you. Thank you. मैं बहुत बातें करते हैं भाई इस गेंशिन इफेक्ट में ना भाई बहुत ज़्यादा भाई डायलॉग बाजी है तो उससे भाई दिमाग की दही हो जाती है. ओके भाई यहाँ पे बंदा है ना ये थ्रो द फ्रैगमेंट टू द ओके फ्रैगमेंट मिल भी गया भाई हमें कैसे मिला पर मैंने देखा भी नहीं भाई ठीक से पर कोई ना चलो मारते भाई फेंक के. एंटर द केव एंड सर्च फॉर द फ्रैगमेंट्स. ओके भाई अभी अंदर जाके हमें फ्रैगमेंट्स को ढूंढना है ना. ओ यहाँ पे बंदे हैं चलो. ऊपर की तरफ ये दिखा रहे हैं भाई बांध. Oh, these reports seem to be pointing in the direction. Looks like the way is blocked by the rocks over there. समझ गया. Move. Okay, move. Is this way? Okay भाई. ओ तो ये हमें रास्ता बता रहे हैं क्या? ओके भाई समझ गया भाई. ये बंदे तो काफी ज्यादा. ओ यहाँ पे और बंदे भाई. खींचो ये अब और ये आगे खींचो. चलो भाई सारे बंदो ओए आ जाओ चलो भाई. छोटे रोबोट काफी ज्यादा मदद करेंगे हमें हमारी. ओ अभी ये अंदर खींचो और ये आगे ढकेलो. यहाँ पे क्या करना है हमें? ओ क्या करना है भाई यहाँ पे हमें? ढक्कन कंबाइन. ओ कंबाइन करना है भाई इसको. ओ रोबोट। अबे भाई, भाई खतरनाक काम है ये तो। एक और फ्रेगमेंट और थोड़ा सा।
Everything has its use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
चलो भाई चलते ऊपर। ओ भाई भाई, उड़ गया शायद से कुछ तो। अबे भाई पत्थर गिर गया भाई रास्ते पे। What should we do? Doesn't look like we can live through here. Wait, Paimon sees some light over there. Maybe there is another way around. तो भाई हम तो निकल जाएंगे जैसे तैसे, पर ये छोटा क्या करेगा भाई, छुट्टन बंदा। ओके, इस तरफ हम आ चुके हैं। We finally made it out. Paimon didn't expect that collapse. That was so scary. Good thing we managed to find another exit. But with all that noise just now, Varna must have heard it too, right? Paimon had better hurry back and bring her here before she tries to dig into the cave. She might get herself trapped. Okay, taking advantage of her ability to fly, Paimon सुख के भाई Paimon जल्दी से जाके लेके आ गई। Oh, it's collapsed. Oh no, how did this happen? Peace, Paimon, are you both alright? You mean you didn't hear the huge noise just now? And it's a little dead to say, are you alright, isn't it? We are standing here, aren't we? Okay, bhai. Sorry, I was busy calibrating Kraka 3, so I wasn't paying attention, okay? Indeed, you have proven exceptionally trustworthy piece, more so than even myself as a priestess. Had I encountered such circumstances, I fear I would have been at a complete loss. Alright, let's see what you have been up to. Little crackers, well, aren't you right troublemakers? You found a piece but didn't come back on time. So Peace and Paimon had to turn this place upside down just for looking for you. Well, they found the pieces but got stuck on their way back. Don't you think you might have missed the settings up somewhere, Varna? भाई इसका नाम वेरना है, वारना क्यों कह रहा भाई? Certainly not. I'm a direct apprentice of a famous Papa Branch. Okay, bhai. And the finest mechanics on his island. There is no way I would mess up a simple recall function. Nope, definitely not. Don't think Paimon didn't hear you hesitate. And let's face it, bad recall function or not, they didn't return, and that's a fact. Oh, but they have returned. You two reliable souls did bring them back, didn't you? Now all we have to do is toss the fragment up like you did previously and everything should go off without a hitch. You are seriously sidestepping the issue here? As the sacred prayer goes, O great father of Genesis, forger of the triple moon, let your warmth of wrath right there askew throne, that the fair one may what's come next. Okay, bye. Oh, forget the chant. Scientifically speaking, no matter the problem, a few good whacks will do the trick. Percussive maintenance will go. That's right, whether it's treasure hoarders, spectators, or troublemakers from who knows where, just wake him up and few times and you are good to go. Wait, how's any of this even remotely scientific? No matter how Paimon looks at it, something about this plan feels off. Are you sure we won't accidentally blow the whole island in the sky? Haha, you are a funny one, Paimon. Nobody would be silly enough to blow their own home apart, right? It's assured I have been secretly, I have been thoroughly researching this for a long time and can vouch that it's a very reliable plan. And we did test it once just now, didn't we? Guess we have got no choice but to try at this point. Okay, फिर से चलते भाई अपना तहल का मचाने।
You really are a one-trick pony.
कहाँ पे वो? अरे भाई रुको 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 रुको। तो क्या मैंने कुछ तो कर दिया भाई, ये दो पत्थर अब कुछ कर रहे हैं। ओहो, अबे भाई बादल गरज रहे हैं भाई। अब क्या करना है हमें? What's going on now? The Koaki feels even more unstable than before. Is this all part of the plan? Okay, no need to panic. This is just a minor technical issue, nothing to worry about. We have successfully adjusted the Koaki from the chaotic state to a reversed chaotic state. Now we just need to nudge it back to normal. Think about it this way: if things have already gone bad from bad to incomprehensible, there is no room left for it to get even worse, right? The explanation is what's incomprehensible. How can you stay so calm when everything's falling apart? Because panicking won't help. Staying calm. Let's think clearly and find a way out of this mess. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm totally freaking out. I'm just trying to look like I'm not. Peace, Paimon. What in the moon's name are we supposed to do now? So you are just going to dump the problem on us now? Hey, if you're really prestige and of the Frost Moon Science, why don't you have some kind of prayers or play that can stop the storm? You say it like such a thing exists. That's why we place our trust in science. Yes, we still got the science, don't we? Now let me check. Aha, I'm just as expected. Kraka 3 readings suggest the source of faint Kowaki traces nearby, almost identical of the other fragments. If the first two fragments tipped the Kowaki into a reversed chaotic state, then the third one should be able to bring it to a state of minimized turbulence. Yep, that has to be it. So, it was just a miscalculation after all. I knew this plan itself was absolutely foolproof. Peace by one this way. Okay, bhai. Looks like we don't have any other leads. Might as well follow Verna. Come on, please. चलो इसका प्लान तो कुछ खास मतलब अच्छा खासा नहीं है पर कोई ना इससे काम तो अच्छी कर रही है बंदी थोड़ा सा इसको अप्रिशिएट करना पड़ेगा. We found it. See, I told you to trust the power of the science. अबे अब ये कौन है भाई? You arrived at last, hero of Elysium. Oh, there is someone else here too. Who are you? I am the dawn's first breath upon the world's weary brow, the final draught of nectar drawn from the bitter well. I am mother to all and daughter to all. अबे भाई क्या? Is that a prayer? And let me think. That does sound like a part of rite, but it's a verse only moon chanter is allowed to recite. A true priestess would never get the sequence of their prayers wrong. Another fraud in borrowed rope. I have been plenty of. अबे भाई ये बंदी कुछ अलग ही भाई. Last time it was a woman called Hidimbi. अबे भाई Hidimbi. She too dressed the part, played the role, and fooled quite a few. But tough luck for you, imposter. You have got a real priestess right here, and I can see through your disguise. But the mask carvings determine the actor's fate. Actor's worth. What matters is that she sits in the seat, and thus she plays the role. In the sublunary sphere, are we not all masked? It is merely that some wheels can be seen and others not. Ooh, that sounds profound. If nothing else, she sounds more prestigious than you were. Okay. भाई वेरना पे हम सवाल खड़ा कर रहे हैं. Hey, what's this supposed to mean? I can't help but agree. You outsiders are so easily tricked. Ignore the sweet words and look past the surface for once. Why don't you? Oh, never mind. According to my calculations, you have hidden the fragment we are looking for inside the moon mirror. Isn't that right? There is no trinket. For a common hands, hand it over, or I will use the moon goddess's favor to give you a very enthusiastic blessing. Are you a priestess or a thug, Verna? What? You want me to blow a kiss or the forehead of the scammer and sing her a deity hymn while we are at it? Now's not the time for the etiquette. Your desires unfurl before me like threads, and I have traced their destined view. But this is no place for us to speak. Walk with me, and I shall lay bare the tapestry. Oh, where did she go? She just disappeared. That strange lady. Who exactly is she? She doesn't seem like a bad person. Scammers never seem like villains. When you first see them, that's exactly how they pull the wool over their victims' eyes. Who knows where she stole our garb from? But she can't fool me. I knew she was a fake the instant I laid eyes on her. Paimon doesn't get all the religious stuff, but even though she talks funny, she sounds very gentle and kind. I can speak more gently too, you know. The imposter just happens to have a nicer manner of speech. greater skill in channeling the moon goddess blessing and more experience with using the moon mirror. Okay, वरना का समझ में आ गया चलो. All right. I know she looks more like a phosphone priestess than I do, but that doesn't matter now. I am the real one and she is the fake. What matters is catching up to her and taking that fragment back. Let's follow the moon lane up to this way. It may be an old method with zero scientific basis, but since we are out of options, we might as well wait. ओके भाई, ये बंदी को कुछ पता भी नहीं है भाई. अबे ये लेना है ना, नहीं चलो. ये पहुंच गए हम यहाँ पे. अब कहाँ पे जाना है वैसे हमें? ओ यहाँ पे मिरर वाला है ना चीज. We meet again, hero of Elysium. Get it right, it's hero's prowler. Now hand over the fragments, imposter. Pretty please. Is what you seek not right before your eyes? Haha, I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Guess I will just have to give you that blessing to the head. Wait, what did you just say? You are just giving it to us. Then why have us come all this way in the first place? Because this is where it must happen. Fate determined and the fate demands it. I have waited too long, endured too much, all for this moment, all for the birth of a god. But it matters not. Soon it will end, and the newborn god will drape the worlds in true joy. What are you even talking about? Yeah, I have glimpsed it in the mirror of stars. There is no place for her in the world where the god knows. God has now been born. Okay, भाई क्या कह रही है बता नहीं. First off, it's where na, not Via. Don't you know it's rude to wait? You weren't talking about me, were you? Indeed. So then, do what must be done. The ending you seek awaits. Wait. We are not here to hurt you or anything. You are just so vague and cryptic all the time. It's getting upon Paimon's nerve. And what's with the Kuvaki turbulence around here? Why is the fragment in your hands? And the ending we seek would surely be nice with an explanation of, well, anything. Patience. Once all comes to end, we will meet again. Eh? You seek answers, do you not? When the moment comes, the path ahead will open. Well then, I shall await you at the court of the first edict. Huh? But isn't the court of the first edict already? Oh Nightingale. Okay भाई ये पढ़ा नहीं जा रहा मुझे. Hey, stop right there. Oh please watch out. Looks like something broken up. Okay भाई वो मून गॉडेस ने जाते जाते एक मॉन्स्टर को खड़ा कर दिया भाई. अबे यार ये तो किनिज को यूज कर रहा होगा. और अब ये बारिश हो रही है भाई. अब तो ये थोड़ा सा डैमेज कम लेगा. अगर बारिश ना होती तो थोड़ा सा अच्छा होता, पर कोई ना. मुझे राइडर को यूज करना चाहिए था फिर तो भाई. चल भाई मार. ओके मार दे भाई इसको. Oh, this is unbelievable. Who does this fraud think she is? The nerve of her taking control of a sacred moon of frost night scions and turning it against us. We will be giving that head of hers a blessing and sermon. Anyway, first thing first, let's gather the remaining Coven key on the island, extract the last fragment from the moon mirror, and stabilize the disturbance once and for all. ओके भाई, वेरना की मदद हमें करनी पड़ेगी. फाइंड द कोवेन की टू एक्टिवेट द मून मिरर. ओके पहले ये भाई ले लेते हैं. ये तो मेन है हमारा. अब भाई हमें कुएं की को ढूंढना होगा, पर कुएं की अब मिलेगी कहाँ पे हमें? ओके यहाँ पे है ना. हेलो. ओके चली गई शायद से वहाँ पे. दूसरी कुएं की कहाँ पे है भाई? यहाँ पे एक और मॉन्स्टर है भाई. ये तो इससे भी लड़ना पड़ेगा शायद से हमें. अबे वो ऊपर है भाई, कुएं की है। ऊपर कैसे जाएंगे अब हम? वैसे एक काम करते हैं भाई, पहले तो हम हमारे कैरेक्टर को बता देते हैं, क्योंकि बारिश हो रही है, इसी वजह से हमें राइडर को चूज करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो पावरफुल है ना काफी।
Illusion shattered. Strike a pose. Time to shine. There is no escape. Wind strike. Make yourselves a room. Illusion shattered. Now you shall
ओके, मार दो भाई इसको।
shine down. Committed to memory.
ओके भाई, मर गया ये।
Splendid. More in.
पहले तो भाई हेल्थ को पूरा भर देते हैं हम, फिर जाते हैं ऊपर।
The show begins.
ओके, अब हमें ये सोचना कि भाई ऊपर कैसे जाए हम। इन्वेस्टिगेट। ओके, भाई वो ऊपर कैसे जाएंगे भाई ये? ओ, क्योंकि उड़ सकते क्या हम? ओके। ओ भाई, ये मुझे पता नहीं था भाई कि हम उड़ भी सकते हैं यहाँ पे। जाना भाई आगे। तो ये चली गई ना, हम उस तरफ जैसे अब। तो किस तरफ है ना अभी? चलो भाई, लास्ट वाले को जाके लेके आते हैं हम। हेलो क्वेंकी। अबे भाई ये भाई ये तो मैं दौड़ा के माने की भाई। रुक जा क्वेंकी। ओके, सारे मिरर्स सबने कर दिए हैं। लुक फॉर द रिट्रीव द फ्रैगमेंट फ्रॉम द मून मिरर। ओके, अभी हमें क्या करना है वैसे? इसको खींचो। ओके, इसको खींच दिया हमने। इस तरफ ये आ चुका है। अरे नहीं नहीं नहीं, अरे भाई नहीं नहीं, इसको फिर से खींचना पड़ेगा हमें। तो आ जा भाई, इस तरफ जा। ये हम इस तरफ खींच लिया हमने, और ये इस तरफ चला गया। ओके, अब हमें क्या करना है वैसे? इसको, अबे नहीं 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 नहीं, नहीं। खींच ले। ओके, मैं समझ गया। ओके, इसको पीस खींचो। हमें इसको ऐसे ढकलना है इस तरफ। ओके, और खींचना है इसे, और फिर इसको खींचना है जिससे कि ये इससे मैच हो जाए। ओके भाई, जीनियस है हम भाई। क्या भाई,
But a momentary distraction.
अब क्या करना है हमें? ले लो ये भी ले लो। ओ, एक बार में एक ही मिलता है क्या? लगा दो वहां पे, ये ले लो और लगा दो यहाँ पे। ओके भाई, हमने कर दिया काम। ओके, फाइनली पत्थर को हमने लगा दिया, और ये उड़ के जा रहे हैं पत्थर कहीं पे। तो ओ, यहाँ पे फिट होंगे क्या? चलो भाई, लग गया। See, according to my plan, the Quenki turbulence has been neutralized. That was nothing like your original plan, with all the accident along the way. Paimon can't tell if you are optimistic or just shameless. I will take that as a compliment. After all, being pessimistic and risk averse won't get us to a situation like this. Okay, fair enough. But Paimon can't help but wonder, why are you out here all on your own? Shouldn't the other Scions be helping out in the same way? Well, since you helped me get this far, I suppose I should come clean. This island is in a way considered a forbidden place to us Frostmourne Scions, and I may have committed a even greater sin. Forbidden, but we were able to just walk in. In our territories, that's not uncommon. What truly holds people back isn't just the walls they see, but the ones they have built within their hearts. Since when did you get the psychological? Uh, hey, wait, don't dodge the question. Seriously though, I wanted to try solving the problems using robots. You probably know this already, but most of the Frostmourne Scions aren't exactly big fans of tech. I thought if my plan went all well and this time, I could finally convince those blockheaded, well, I mean those very steady, if rather than conservative higher-ups to reconsider their stance. Hold on, I can say that, I can't I? Technically the robots were the part of a corporation, and since we succeeded, they clearly played their part in our success, right? Even though the part they played wasn't constructive, okay? Maybe they will gloss. I will gloss over that part when I explain it later. Still, that probably wouldn't work, would it? But hey, if not this time, then there is always next time. I will keep pushing forward, and one day these little fellas will make a big difference. I believe they will. Okay, but before we talk about the future, those two big rocks, they flew off in that direction, right? They did. And if they get that way, we will end up the court of the first edict. The court of the first edict? Wait, isn't that where the strange lady, the one who seemed even more prestigious than you do, Verna, said she was headed? You're breaking my heart, Paimon. Even now, you still think that suspicious lady prestige act is more convincing than I am. Anyway, I'm sure she was just bluffing. Because, well, the court of first edict was sealed off 500 years ago. That place used to be one of our sacred rites. 500 years ago, Lady Ayla, the moon chanter, who witnessed the birth of the moon maiden, personally sealed it shut. Forget some outland outsider con artist. Even after the generations of moon chanter, no one has broken the seal Lady Ayla placed. It's not for a lack of trying, just that no one's ever succeeded. But that leaves us with no clues at all. How are we supposed to track her down now? Don't worry, I have already come up with another brilliant plan, although it might need just a tiny bit of prep, just little probably. Okay, I will go clean up the robots first. Thanks for all the help, Peasant Paimon. O fair frost moon, view for the gentle hand, and bless the nightingale heart's view fares. For ye have stolen the fell curse of the north wind, and the silver spire that sought to kill the fair man shall no longer. Well, I never did memorize Lady Ayla's prayers properly anyway. Thank you, and may we meet again. ओके फाइनली हमने इस क्वेस्ट का एक पार्ट पूरा कर दिया है. अभी 2 पार्ट बचे हुए तो नेवर माइंड भाई, इसको लो, ये भी ले लो. ओके अभी देखते हैं भाई इस क्वेस्ट में अभी क्या क्या बचा है. चलो इस क्वेस्ट में भाई अभी 2 पार्ट अभी बचे हुए हैं. देखो अभी हमें यहाँ पे फ्रॉस्टमोर्न साइंस पे जाना है ना. चलो ये तो हम कर देंगे. वैसे यहाँ पे को देखते हैं ये क्या है, मीटिंग रिवॉर्ड. चलो भाई जाओ. ओके हम आ चुके हैं यहाँ पे. येलो थैंक यू. अभी 60 ले रहा है ना. 70% हमें ये पूरा चाहिए. तो चलो कोई ना. ये यहाँ पे दे सकते क्या हम. भाई यहाँ पे भी 51 दिखा रहा है हमें. कहाँ पे देंगे हम वैसे. रुको अभी ना, हमारे पास ये 3 हो चुके हैं, अभी ऐसे और 3 लगने वाले। चलो 38, इसको हम ऑफर करके आते हैं, रुको एक बार। ओके गाइस, एक और विश यहाँ पे बनेगी। चलो अच्छी बात है। चलो हालांकि वही बंदा अभी कमेंट में नहीं आया और ज़्यादातर कुछ किसी ने शायद से देखा नहीं है। चलो कोई ना, इसी चीज़ें तो होते रहते। चलो मिलते हैं भाई अगले लाइव स्ट्रीम में। इस लाइव स्ट्रीम में हमें बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया। हमने कुछ क्वेस्ट को स्टार्ट किया है यहाँ पे, जैसे देख सकते हो आप, इसको स्टार्ट किया अभी 2 आवर्स में शुरू हो जाएगी। और ये भी क्वेस्ट का हमने एक पार्ट कर दिया, एक पार्ट, अभी 2 पार्ट बचे हुए हैं। तो वो हम करेंगे भाई अगले लाइव स्ट्रीम में, शायद से अगले वीडियो में। वैसे मैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट की वीडियो बनाता नहीं क्योंकि वो ज़्यादातर चलती नहीं है हमारे यहाँ इंडिया में, पर फिर भी भाई हम लाइव स्ट्रीम तो करते रहेंगे ऐसे जैसे। तो भाई कल शायद से संडे है कल, तो मुझे देखना पड़ेगा। आज क्या है भाई, गैस थर्सडे, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे, फ्राइडे सैटरडे। अबे अबे आज आज कौन सा दिन है भाई? ये थर्सडे, आज गुरुवार है क्या?
Constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water,
तो भाई बात मत कर।
transitory.
ओके, तो हम एक काम करेंगे भाई, हम कल या फिर शनिवार को या फिर रविवार को फिर से लाइव स्ट्रीम करेंगे, तब भाई जरूर से आप लोग आना। फिलहाल तो भाई चलो मिलते हैं अगले नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।